And I'd like to take this opportunity to humbly alert the different nations of the world about the path that we are moving down and have been for decades.
Israeli Defense Force says the military is preparing for a possible ground operation in Lebanon, and it says boots will enter enemy territory. This as world leaders gather here at the United Nations General Assembly.
I'd like to issue a warning here. We are coming to the end of a cycle. Collectivism and the moral posturing and the woke agenda is coming up against reality. There are no further credible solutions to the real problems of the world. If the 2030 agenda fails, as recognized by its own promoters, the response should be to wonder whether or not this was an ill-conceived program from the outset.
President Trump was briefed earlier today by the Office of the Director of National Intelligence regarding real and specific threats from Iran to assassinate him in an effort to destabilize and sow chaos in the U.S. Make no mistake, the terror regime in Iran loves the weakness of Kamala Harris and is terrified of the strength and resolve of President Trump. He will let nothing stop him or get in his way to fight for the American people.
We've seen how an organization that was born to defend the rights of man has become one of the main proponents of systematic violations of freedom, such as, for instance, the lockdowns imposed in 2020, which should be seen as a crime against humanity. The world has become divided, depressed, concerned, and hopeless. And it's done so in an unprecedented pace. The free world is no longer free. This is not an exaggeration. Tragically, we have undeniable proof of this every day. New threats of war continue. When the free world became free, it was due to freedom of expression, freedom before the law. But once a nation abandons the principles that make it free, it's only a question of time before it completely loses its freedom. The consequences of this we can see before our eyes.